I'm one of the naturalists out at Indian Creek Nature Center. I'm going to show you some ideas for some activities from our Trail Trekkers program that you might be able to try at home. The first sense that I'm going to explore is one of my favorites, and maybe some of yours too, that I explore a lot with my fingers, which is of course our sense of touch. You can use a smaller bin like this little craft bin that I have here, and I've put a little bit of sand and some of our animal toys in there and made a version of a sensory bin that you could maybe do at home. Another way we can explore touch is by doing some texture, is by doing some leaf rubbings. I'm going to take my leaf, I'm going to put it underneath my piece of paper, and then I'm going to take one of my crayons that doesn't have a wrapper on it anymore and kind of color it sideways. And then the texture and kind of pattern of my leaf starts to come through on my paper. Another way that I can explore touch is with our mystery bags. So I'm going to reach in and try and use mainly my sense of touch to describe what I feel in there and maybe guess what item might be in there. One of the best places to explore with our senses is outside, and one of my favorite places this time of year to check out is what's happening in some of our ponds and wetlands. You can maybe hear some of the birds and maybe some frogs off in the distance, and if we look really closely along the edge of our pond here, we're starting to see some of the bullfrogs that hang out in this pond. Start to see some of the fish and tadpoles start to be a little bit more active in our pond here too. You can maybe check out one of our ponds or a pond near your home and see what you can find. Now I'm in the prairie, which is a really good place to explore texture as well as our sense of smell. So looking around our prairie this time of the year, we have a lot of last year's seed heads and flowers that we can explore. There's some like this goldenrod here that might feel a little bit soft when the seeds, especially the seeds as they're kind of flying off here, maybe a little bit spiky since it's kind of dried out. Or I've got some this looks like maybe bergamot that if I smush it and then smell it, has kind of an interesting smell, and when I feel the stem, it has kind of a square stem. Or if I come behind me here, this one looks a little bit like bergamot, but it's a little bit more white. Still has that square stem when I feel it, but this one, when I smush it, smells like mint. So this one is our mountain mint. Both bergamot and mountain mint are in our mint family, and we see them out in our prairie a lot here. Of course, can't forget one of our tallest things. If I reach over and bring down, have a little bit of a few baby seeds left on some of our prairie grasses, which some of those feel a little bit softer than some of our other textures. Over by our bird feeders right now, we have a couple of different sounds. Something I like to kind of do to help me hear a little bit better is to cup my hands kind of behind my ears and make them a little bit bigger, kind of like deer or rabbit or fox ears to help me hear. And right now at our bird feeders, we're hearing some birds like we normally do. We're also starting to hear some of our chorus frogs at the pond. Right now I'm a little bit more into the woods, and I'm going to explore a little bit with my sense of smell and maybe even a little bit my sense of taste. Both of these things are good, and some of the other senses we've been exploring too are good to check with your grown-ups before you try this at home. I'm gonna grab some of my leaves off the ground and kind of smell them. Especially fun after maybe it's rained a little bit in the spring to try that. And I'm gonna grab one of the leaves off the ground, and this one, if I kind of break it apart a little bit and smell it, has kind of a garlicky smell, and this one is garlic mustard, so if I want to try a little taste of it, I can too. See what it tastes like. Now I'm in a different spot of the prairie. Today is a really good day to kind of look up, look at the clouds, look for different shapes, watch the clouds move. I think we've explored a little bit of all of your senses, outside and a little bit inside too. What are you gonna explore?